Good evening. We are the Kingdom of Balance. This is Princess of Balance here with day 167 of going through the bundle for racial justice and equality of itch.io. This bundle has 1200 indie games in it. I showcase 3 of them every session. Today we will be looking at games number 499 to 501. The first one is Somos by Sprawl. And the second one, game number 500, is Belle by Studio Bean. And we will be finishing off with game number 501, Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze by Obsessive Science Games. I do this stream every Monday and Wednesday. Today's our 167th session. I hope to finish the bundle in the next year and a half. Probably gonna be year and a half. Yeah, 500 is gonna be soon today, right after the first game. I am so confused about why my chat's not showing up in the. Maybe I need to refresh the. I probably have to refresh something there. So I think my chat shows up. Like if I say hello, that shows up. My followers one should show up as well. I need to double check what the settings are for it. Hey Dranan, how are you doing? I read your list of games, by the way, and that was a very well-made document. Thank you for creating that for us. I recognize a lot of the games on the list. I've played some of them in the past, and I'd like to next time I do a retro stream, I'm gonna and if you're here, I'll go through the document and talk to you about every one of them, or not every single one, but like we'll talk about the list in more details on the day we do a retro stream, because that'll be fitting right in for that stream. Doing okay, busy but good. Okay, awesome. Well, good busy is good busy, right? I keep realizing I left games out, but they're ones I didn't like as much, so that's okay. Okay, yeah, that sounds fine. I'm probably going to. Your list also reminded me of games that I had forgotten about, so that's also good to have. It's a good list, and thank you for describing each one too. You didn't have to do that. I mean, I could have just looked them up, but yeah, thank you for putting that extra effort in as well. Ultima Underworld, I just want to mention quickly. We have played that years ago. Not when it first came out, but like several years later on a DOS machine. And I remember we finished it. We finished the first one. We started the second one, and I don't play it, Sajia does. And she's kind of hesitant about streaming. She likes her gaming experience to be like a zoning in to her own bubble and playing it kind of thing. So I have suggested that she should stream it sometime, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I remember playing Ultima Underworld, and that was fantastic. It was such a good game, such a good addition to that series. And what was even better about it was the fact that you could play a female character, which a lot of the Ultima games didn't have that, like a female avatar. Anyway, I'm going to talk about it more later. Let's get into our first game of today. Our first game is called Somos. It's an action arcade game with minimalist visuals, where movement is key to solving procedurally generated living puzzles. I love procedurally generated puzzle. Like, I love the concept of it. I find it very fascinating how someone can make something like that. So it says players switch their avatar between each side of the screen to avoid and or destroy procedurally generated obstacles. Interacting with anything that's on the same side of the screen as the player's avatar will force the player to move to the other side, creating fast-paced puzzle solving. Okay, I don't fully understand it, but hopefully the tutorial is going to help. The core of the game is the many challenges that the players will have to accomplish, each of them twisting the rules of the game to keep the experience fresh and interesting. Completing challenges unlocks new vibrant colors palettes, which players can explore in the competitive endless mode or relaxation mode of the game. Interesting. Somos is designed for PC and mobile and suitable for advanced and casual gamers. Okay, I have it installed, so we're just gonna launch that if I can find it. I installed it just yesterday. Oh, there it is. There you are. Do it that way. It should load soon. Oh. There you go. So this game has may potentially trigger seizures caused by flashing lights and stuff like that. So viewers be warned. I like the symmetry aspect of it. See the way the word is spelled. What are they called? Palindrome or something? I think palindrome. Can't remember the specific word, but it's something like that, where a word is spelled the same both ways. Yeah, palindromes. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, this one is one of those, and they also put a mirror across it, so I think it looks really cool. Okay, so I know that I need to use the mouse for this one because the controller doesn't work for it. Let's see. Game mode. Challenges. Do the intro. So anyone who wants to check it out, this game is by Sprawl. Sorry about that. That was loud. I did not expect things to be so loud. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Sorry for anyone's ears I've heard from using that. I hope it wasn't too bad. Okay. Yeah, I turned down the sound a lot. Should be fine now. So the game is by Sprawl. It's you can get it at sprawl.h.io. It's telling me to click on this circle here. I love the little swirly things that are coming out of it. That reminds me of the sun. And okay, it can't click on this, I think, because it's grayed out. Okay, and then you click on this, it goes back here. On this again. Okay, so this is, I'm guessing, an obstacle or something. Oh, I remember the description. Can't do that. But you can do that. Oh, it's gonna come towards you. Ah, that's why. That's the challenge. Ah, you have to escape those. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. That's interesting. Eh. Okay. I died right away. That was... Oh, that had an extra shield on it. Oh, you have to wait until the circle disappears. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. That's a lot. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, no. I got it. Just 4 more. Yeah. That was just level 1. That was just level 1. My god, that was intense. Unlocked swipes now. We got a new move. Ooh, we got a new color. Survive. Okay, we're gonna be surviving. And let's no. Oh, okay. No. Why did I wait so long? Okay. Okay, I need to be faster on both accounts, on both sides. Oh my god. No. Ah. God, then they add more time when I mess up. I got confused because they switched the circles around. Oh, did I get to level? Did I get to the next level? It seems like it. Yeah. What are you? What are you? What was that? That was confused. Oh my god, these things switch as well? Oh god. Okay. Huh. Oh my god. There's a strategy there. Because the ones with that are sectioned like that switch sides when you click on them. Along with you. Now we're in survival mode again. Don't give me so much. No, no, no. God damn. Ew. This is very, very hectic. Ow. Sneaky. What was I supposed to do there? Sneak by that one. such an interesting mechanic. Ah, these things are awful. Did they put me back in a lower level? Because I suck? Or something else is happening here. This is a different mechanic. Not sure I understand it yet. Some of them are making the others disappear. Oh, you have to click on the side you're on. Otherwise it scrambles it. How am I supposed to win that? It's too fast. Damn. God damn. Damn it. I don't like this color. I changed this. Oh, what? I went through all these stages? Oh, these are the ones I finished. I haven't finished this one yet. Back in a bit, I have to finish some chores before it gets... Okay, thank you for being here so far. I hope it works out well. Too early. I hate those things. Should have cleared those first. It makes me lose so much. God, how do I get rid of these? Ah. Oh no. Oh, come on. We spend so much time on this one thing. No! No! Oh, come on. I got that one. This color. I don't want this color. I don't get what's going on. Oh, I have to collect them. I have to collect the squares. My God. Way to confuse people. To avoid the circles and Collect the squares. Okay. This again. I've moved that away first. Ah, I forgot that I can't do that. Almost there. Yeah. Finally got that stage. That took some time, but we did it. Yeah, we finished level 2. Oh no, this color again. Why? No. Because the movement is opposite, I get really confused. No, that one. Oh. I wish it was just a one-tap switch instead of like... There's a boss? There's a boss battle? What? What? That is just... Wow, okay. Huh. Oh, you hit the boss when he passes in the middle. That's cool. That's really cool. That's... Yeah, come on. Oh my god. Oh, wow, I did it. Can't believe I did that one. We unlock speedrun now. There's a Christmas color. Okay, that is really hard to look at. What? I'm supposed to collect presents? Or something? I don't know what's going on here. Should have done that one first. This is really hard to look at. Seriously, this color scheme is really hard to look at. This is way better. Ah, these things again. Oh, should have moved those first. The color choices could have been better. Some of the earlier colors were softer. This is a little hard on the eyes. Come on. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh. Just 1 second off. Less than a second, actually. It's a really fast paced. No, get that one first. Out. Get out. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Oh my god. They just keep coming. Okay, this is a way better. Yeah, this is a way better color combination. What? Why was it paused? Huh. Interesting. When my mouse is clicked, it moves. I still couldn't do it. Even with the slow pace. There was no way to escape that one. There were just way too many. Okay, why this color again? Can we just not do without this color? Okay, that's kind of nicer. Oh my god. And it's harder. How are we gonna do this? Oh. Oh my. Okay, okay. Okay. It's not easy to remember which one is left and which one is right. Like the turning. Okay. Just had to get rid of that one. How am I supposed to skip those if they come at the same time? I really don't like this color. It's just about to click there. Come on. Click on these. Lose like half of it. Oh no. Oh, I did it. I did stage 3. God, that was a lot of effort. This game is really interesting. It's, wish this color would change. Oh, thank you. Ooh, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna stop here. I don't want to give away the whole game because, you know, I'm so good at it. I probably can finish it in a very short time. No, I'm joking. I can't do this in very short time. It's gonna be this is gonna take a lot of effort, and it keeps increasingly getting harder. So, but that was really fantastic. I'm really impressed with this game. It's a brilliant concept, very simple mechanic, but it's just so challenging at the same time. I rarely see games that make a simple mechanic this challenging. It's not something I've ever seen in other games either, because there's two factors you're having to keep track of. On one hand, you're like focusing on the obstacles, but depending on which side you are acting on, you have to watch out for the obstacles on the other side at the same time. Because if you know, because it's gonna put your character on that side right away. So you have to put your character on the side where there's less obstacles imminent, and then deal with the opposite one before swapping. And because the directions are reversed, it makes it really challenging. So interesting. I love it. So yeah, this was Somos by Sprawl. If you want to check it out, you can get it at sprawl.itch.io. Awesome. I'm gonna show the screen. Yeah, it's Somos by Sprawl. And I think it's it's $8 at the moment. But you can always pay more as per all the games on itch.io. You can always give more money to the devs if you feel they that they deserve it, or that they did a great job. You can always pay them more money. Yeah, this one is a fantastic game. I would highly recommend it for people who like challenges. Right, so let's take a quick break now, and I'll come back with our second game. Our second game is game number 500, and it's gonna be let me see what's the deal with that. It's called Belle, and it's by Studio Bean. We have played other games by Studio Bean before. The notable one by them is called Choice Chamber, which was one of the games that was exclusively specifically made for Twitch. It's a game where the viewers can affect the gameplay to a great extent directly through chat. So that Studio Bean, also made Belle, and that's the one we're gonna look at next. That's our game number 500. So let's take a quick break, and I'll be back with that one in just about 5 minutes. All right, go take a break, go stretch a bit, stay hydrated. I'll see you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. So, our next game is game number 500, and it's called Belle by Studio Bean. You can get it at 1mrbean.h.io. This one is some sort of a basketball-based platformer. I know very little about it. Let's take a close look at it. Okay, Belle. It's $4.99 US, and it has a lot of purple colors on it. Belle is an experimental 2D basketball-based platformer. Each chapter of the game uses the mechanics and idea of basketball in a different way. At one point, you might be dribbling inside the intestines of a purple blob creature. At others, you're likely to be dunking above the clouds in front of the Parisian moon. A dynamic soundtrack and unique cardboard visuals help tell the story of a sister who must be saved through the power of basketball. Dunk, dribble, and crossover through 8 chapters spanning throughout the impromptu court of Paris. Each chapter takes the mechanics of basketball and applies them in different ways. Some chapters are more action, some are more puzzle, and then there are the strange chapters. Music is tied directly to the gameplay, though it's all passively controlled. For example, every time you dribble, you hear a bass hit. Shoot the ball and the percussion stops. Interesting. Visuals in the game are a unique mix of cardboard and color, every scene popping off the screen. Included with the game, the Belle EP full soundtrack, Belle sketchbook, browser version of Belle, and access to making of featurette. Cool. So $5 US. Let's try it out. There we go. I wonder if the controller's gonna work, so I'm gonna try that first. Doesn't look like it. We don't seem to have a... I think it's a very old style. Hold X to jump, release at peak to shoot. Hold that to run, hold down to crouch. All shots dunks are worth 1 point. First to 11 points wins the games. Doing win for you, win for her. Okay. I guess we're doing that. The sound is really quiet, so I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Love the art and the graininess of it. It's really cool. Son, still with me? There he is. Show me some of that fancy footwork. Oh, that's so cool. I'm just so impressed with the color and the sound. Damn. Okay, maybe turn it down a bit. Gotta do this again. Now show me that fake out. Hold up. Ah. When I'll be able to fly like you. When you need to fly, you will. Right now I need you to slide and then down. Okay. Great. Now shoot. Hold X, release at peak. Oh, the... I don't know if I can run when he does that. Maybe I can. I want you to meet the newest member of our family, Belle. She grew up so fast. It may not mean much now, but when you're older, it'll come in handy. Oh, the bag. For you, son, I give you my greatest. This ball got me where I am today. Now it's yours. Heads up. Alright, Belle, scores tied. 2 seconds left on the clock. Shoot the basketball. Basket Belle. Basket Belle. Now shoot. Oh, so close. I'll go get it. Stay here, okay? This is so pretty. That's a long way for the basketball to fall. Okay. Oh, she's gone now. Her bag is still here. My way, Belle. Just hang in there. She walked away, or what happened exactly? Oh, it's a monster that took her. Hmm. I think it's a toxic thing. Or it could be a basketball. I don't know how to take it though. Oh, there you go. Here we go. Hey, Dronin. Game 500, yeah. This is made by the same people who made Choice Chamber. I don't know if you've heard of it. Oops. Choice Chamber is was a game that was made for Twitch actually. I can't jump without letting go of the basketball. Yeah. Oh, I have to lower these first before I throw the basketball. There we go. This is harder than it looks. Oh, come on. No, I need to lower it even more. Come on. Ah. The controls are a bit hard. Maybe I need to bring the ball with me this time. Yeah, that makes more sense. There, go. This is scary. It's not as bad as you think. But if I fall, then I'll catch you. Okay. But what if you fall? Then we fall together. I'll start dunk from Vsauce. Vsauce. That's cute. Ooh, new mechanic. Okay, what's down here? That's a way to come back, yes? Maybe I'm not supposed to. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh. Has to be quick. Come on. There we go. Whew. That's really cool. Oh, okay. The question is, how do I bring the basketball over without? Oh, maybe I have to not jump. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Oh, I can't do that. Damn. Okay, thank you, Shelly, for the lurk. Need to run horizontally instead. Yeah. There we go. gonna be interesting. Oh, we can just... We don't have to slide, we can just duck. Ugh. Well, that's good to know. I can just do this. Oh, maybe that? Oh, maybe that. Yeah, okay. Come on. There you go. Then we jump over. And then go up. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. Okay, I guess we're going back. I'd have to run across. And I grab the ball. Run across. So specific. There we go. Oh, nice. Huh. I'm making a lot of progress pretty quickly through this game. Oh, maybe I can use this too, no? Aha, I knew it. Oh, close one. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh, close one. Yeah. Ah. Oh. Okay. Has to be very, very precise. How do I get through this now? Ooh. Exploded out of the monster. And did a score at the same time. There's another one. Yeah. What just happened? No, I can't slide. Nice. Okay. Almost. Yeah, interesting. You can stretch like that. There we go. Ooh. We ripped past the tentacle. Dad, are you? No, but you'll be if you're home late. Well, it's not like I can go now. Why not? Can't fly, not like you. Sure you can. How? I never could. You always could. All you had to do was keep on jumping. Ah. Ah. Oh, look at that. That's my boy. I love all the it's this is just the poetry and the symbolisms are really cool. Flying is a metaphor for like really being really good at basketball jumps, right? In basketball terms. What is going on here? To not be in the clouds. The clouds slow me down. Now we got lightning. Ow. This is really cool. I got the ball back. Okay, well I can go over him. But I still need the ball. Oh, maybe I can throw the ball and jump after it. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could slide when that happens. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because I think I'm going to finish the whole game if I keep going. So this is called Belle, and it's fantastic. Really interesting mechanics. I love the all the surreal aspect of it. It's one of my favorite aspects of games. So yeah, that was Belle. That was our game 500, and it is by Studio Bean. You can get it at onemrbean.h.io. They have made other really cool games as well. The one I've played 2 of them in the past. If you go to their profile, they also have Choice Chamber and Sound Dodger. I played both of them as part of this bundle. They're both really interesting. So this was our 3rd game by this studio, Belle. It's $5 US right now. Okay, I will be taking another break, and we'll be coming back with our last game of today, game number 501, and that one is called Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze, and it's by Obsessive Science Games. I'll see you in about 5 minutes, and we can explore that together. It sounds like a humorous game of humorous investigation game. We'll see what that's like right after the break. Hello, I'm back. So, our game number 501 is up next. This seems like some sort of a visual novel with investigation, which are always a little bit interesting. Dronan says, that's a game I left off the list, Investigator. I feel like I've heard of it. It sounds familiar, but I can't recall anything about it. I played the first chapter. It's short and absurdly dumb in a good way. Okay. Yeah, so silly humor style. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I'll try to remember that. You can also mention it in the channel if you want. I can also type in the name somewhere. Okay, I'll do it later. So yeah, this one is an investigation one as well. It's also $4.99. Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze. You can get it at obsessive-science-games.itch.io. The greatest detective in the world would be nothing without a good mystery. Once that mystery has been solved, wouldn't it be great if you could solve it again? Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze is an interactive whodunit visual novel with a different culprit on each playthrough. You play as Hank and you need to find out who stole the Golden Sneeze from the Museum of Ancient History. The story changes depending on who stole the Golden Sneeze, which paths you take, and which clues you find. After you found the clues and caught the perpetrator, do not think you're done yet. You have to prove they did it in the ultimate showdown for every detective, a trial in court. High replay value, multiple people who could have stolen the Golden Sneeze, multiple storylines and alternative paths, a total of 9 different endings depending on your wits. Awesome art by Studio and Annihilia. Awesome soundtrack by upcoming music talent Storytime Symphony. Hey Jasmine, how are you doing? Working while cooking and such. Okay, awesome, sounds good. Yeah, there's no single fixed narrative. It's it changes based on, I guess, random number or something. I guess we'll find out. I don't think I'll be playing it more than once, but good to know that it has replay value. Let's check it out. Makes it a bit difficult to figure things out logically. Probably relies more on just trying different things to see what happens. Possibly. Yeah. We don't know. Well, I don't know. It could be that the dialogues also change based on who actually did it. Huh. A bonus one, a prelude to T. I don't know if that's a prequel or not. We're gonna just start the main game. Wait, why did the screen change? Welcome to Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze. Do you want an explanation on how to play? Perhaps? Let me just see. Why is the... Okay, that's better. Yes. Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze is an interactive whodunit visual novel that features a different culprit on each playthrough. There are 3 key points here. Interactive whodunit. In this game, you'll have to find out who committed the crime in the story. Pay close attention and look for clues when you're talking to people in-game. Visual novel. This game will have a lot of text. If you like reading books, you will like this game. But if you're more of an action gamer, we ask you to be patient. Different culprit on each playthrough. Every time a new game is started, one of the several storylines is chosen. Every storyline has a different culprit for the crime committed, and every storyline will have different clues that will lead you to the criminal. But watch out, clues in one storyline may be red herrings in another. Keep a pen and paper ready to take notes on the clues in your current storyline. The game will help you out a bit on staying on track, but a true detective has his or her own method of deduction. Good luck. Choose a storyline. They each have a different culprit. Oh. Okay, so there's like fixed ones, but I can also ask for a random. Okay, random. For this playthrough, we have chosen storyline 3. Griffin giving me a notepad so we can do things old school. The night is young and the town is asleep, save for a few exceptions. This bust here is a bit brighter than everything else I noticed. Very few exceptions. In the silence of the night, a glass display is shattered and its contents are stolen away. The culprit knew what they were doing. Guards rush in, but it's too late. The damage has already been done. Just like that, the night continues as if nothing had happened, except for that one event. Now you sneeze me, now you don't. It's been morning for a while by the time I get out of bed, the same as every other morning. I'm a man with a mission. Coffee. My wife greets me as I enter the living room. So here you are. How is my Hank doing? Coffee. Oh, you poor thing. Mary hurries to the dining table and rushes a cup of lukewarm coffee back to me. This coffee is probably 5 hours old. I should have gotten it myself and should have gotten up at a decent hour. But there's something about this morning ritual of mine such that I never want it to change. Our happy morning is suddenly rudely disturbed by the ultimate sound of doom. The ring of impending work. Hello? Captain Stevens. Hank, the museum has been robbed. I want you to go and investigate. Understood, Captain. I'll be right there. Honey? Yes? I need my hat. You can get that yourself, honey. You've already had your coffee. As I should, honey. How do I look? Like you're gonna go punch some bad guys. Take care, honey. Take care. Oh wait, come back. I forgot to tell you something. I'm picking up my parents for tea after work. That's nice. I like it when they come over for tea. Unless they steal my cookies, of course. Oh, come on, honey. When has that ever happened? Last week. You got a point. I'll try to keep them in check this time. Take care, honey. Morning has nearly passed when I finally arrive at the museum. It's crowded with more policemen than visitors. Which isn't saying much. There are no visitors. Besides, I thought our police force was bigger than this. The museum director, Mr. Abrams, comes up to me as I entered the room. Mr. Abrams, thank goodness you came, Detective. The whole place is a mess. Glad to be of service, Mr. Abrams. Could you fill me on what happened? You see, the thing is, last night our most prized possession, the Golden Sneeze, was stolen. It's a gold. It's a nose-shaped trophy made of gold. It has been in this museum for decades. It has great historical value, and it was still being studied by the most famed of professors. Some say it holds great mystical powers, but at the very least, it's a big lump of gold. To be clear, the golden sneeze is worth more than its weight in gold. And you lost it? Yes. Mr. Abrams, I need to ask you a couple of standard questions. Okay, where were you? Where were you on the night of the robbery? I was at a party looking for new investors for the museum. It's my job as museum director to expand these facilities, so we are looking for some new money. Did it go well? Can't really say, these things take time. A party is usually the first time we make contact. After that, we invite them over to the museum, let them have a look around, and maybe then they'll invest in us. Okay, that gives me a good overview of the situation. Any suspicious activity? Have you seen any suspicious activity in the area? I'm afraid there hasn't been any activity here, Detective. Nobody has come here in weeks. Can you tell me why? We haven't changed much around lately. It's hard for a museum of ancient history to find new old things. Customers sometimes just get bored, but I'm sure we can manage. So you haven't seen anything odd? No, I'm sorry. Tell me about the golden sneeze. Can you tell me a bit about the golden sneeze? Of course, Detective. Golden sneeze is roughly 200 years old. That's about a century before the mechanical revolution came to be. In those days, people still believed in magic, so the records on it are a bit muddled. But we do have a backstory on it. There was a couple who had only one single daughter. They were very poor, but they lived a happy life. One day, their daughter fell ill. Her health deteriorated, and within a week, it seemed like she would not survive. The couple was devastated, but one fateful night, a monk appeared at their house. Though the couple did not have much to share, nonetheless, they gave the monk a meal. The couple talked a lot, and the monk learned of their ill daughter. He would not let it turn into a tragedy. The monk summoned their daughter and held up a handkerchief. He said to her, "Though you know only fear, you will be safe from this moment onward." At that moment, the girl sneezed louder than she had ever had before, and when she opened her eyes, the golden sneeze laid on the handkerchief. Magic or not, her parents did not want to accept the golden sneeze as a gift, but the monk insisted upon it. He replied, "People with such generosity deserve to have more to share." In the next moment, he disappeared. The parents sold the object, and their daughter never went hungry again. At least that's one version of the story. In another version, the daughter drank a molten gold, and golden sneeze came out with her dying breath. But we prefer the first version, more kid-friendly. Thank you for the enlightening talk, Mr. Abrams. I've heard enough. Thank you, Mr. Abrams. That'll be all. I'm going to take a look at the crime scene now. Let's see. Constable, how is the investigation going? Quite well, Detective. We're finishing up the search as we speak. That's good to hear. What have you discovered? Well, there doesn't seem to be any place of entrance. The thief has been very careful. There was an expensive torn-off piece of blue fabric found. That's all. Okay, thank you, officer. You may go now. I think I've seen enough of the crime scene. I could look for other clues in the area, maybe see if there's something fishy in the museum. Or I could go visit my usual suspect. Where shall I go? There's a usual suspect. Someone who steals every time. Well, I can look in the museum before I leave. The stuff on display here is really old. There's a spear that's over 2,000 years old, or at least what's left of a spear. There's also a canoe that may be even older than that. Stuff is pretty interesting. I wonder how many others would think the same thing. I'm just gonna check the guest book of the museum, investigate, and I can do that. Oh dear, this doesn't look too good. The museum hasn't had a single visitor in weeks. Wonder what Mr. Abrams thinks about that. Will I go? Look in the area. Let's take a look at the outside of the museum. From out here, it looks like the thief could have gone in multiple directions. The roof was unguarded, so the thief probably came down through there. Then there's always the possibility that he or she entered straight through the front door. There's not much else to see out here. Afterwards, I was making my way through town when suddenly... Explosion. What was that? Little girl, mister, you have to help. It's horrible. Little girl approached me. She had a weird way of talking and an even weirder intonation in her voice. She was probably in shock. It's okay, little girl, I can help you. What's your name? Tomo, I guess. There was something wrong with that girl. She was neither injured nor shocked. I'm Hank. I'm a detective. What did you see what happened? Someone set off a bomb further down the street. Did you get a good look at whoever did it? No. Why not? Because I didn't have a mirror on me when I did it. She's the one who did the bomb. The kid was clearly not who she seemed to be. Explain yourself, Tomo. Enough with the games, detective. I'm glad I found you. I'm glad I've caught your attention. You know about the golden sneeze? It's mine, and I want it back. Oh. What? That's interesting. So she's that girl from the story. She's likely the girl from the story. You may have already noticed, but I'm not going to help you with that, little girl. Then I'm afraid we aren't going to be friends now, are we? Goodbye, detective. I'm sure we'll meet again soon. Girl ran away and I gave chase. I saw her run into an alley and dive into a small hole. Unfortunately, I didn't fit through it. I called in, but by that time she was already long gone. It was careless of her to give me a name, even though it might be fake. I now have something to identify her by. I'll get you next time, Tomo. This is your usual suspect. Some detectives have lists of criminals and crime suspects, making their work easier. Well, it makes my work easier when I can quickly find some suspects. Hank, what a coincidence finding you in my restaurant. But Sapphira, on the contrary, makes my job all the more difficult. So, is that a warrant in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? He doesn't have a warrant. How nice to see you again. I'm so glad you had the time to come take a look at my new restaurant. Isn't it beautiful? Sapphira is the daughter of the Capone mob boss, not that it's saying much. The mafia mostly dabbles in money laundering nowadays, and restaurant is a perfect front for that. Yes, Sapphira, it must have cost you quite a pretty penny. It sure did, but I've been a good girl. I saved up to afford it. I'm sure you've been a good girl, and you definitely didn't pickpocket an entire restaurant while nobody was looking. Oh, Detective Hank, did you come here just to tell funny jokes? No, madam, I'm just on an investigation. Oh, can't even spare a little bit of entertainment for little old me? No, this is just an investigation, period. Excuse me, are you making fun of my gender? What? What? How could I have? Period. It's just an expression. I'm not here to entertain you, Sapphira. What brings you here then? Last night the golden sneeze was stolen from the Museum of Ancient History. Did you have anything to do with that? Why would I have anything to do with that? Look, Sapphira, I don't have time for this folly. You either answer my question or you come down to the station with me. Are you blackmailing me? Are you making fun of my skin color? Oh my god. This is really ridiculous. Well, so much for a bit of fun. No, detective, I had nothing to do with that robbery. I like gemstones. Gold isn't my style, so I wouldn't have stolen it solely for the money. And I didn't, by the way. Anyway, the restaurant is doing pretty well, so I would have been pretty stupid of me to hit up that dusty museum. Happy now? Yes, I think I am. Do you have anything else to add, Miss Capone? Well, I could see if I can hear something from the streets, but you'll try to get me to do that anyway, am I right? I believe I may. Get out of here before I change my mind, detective. Where shall I go? End the day. The It is nearly at its end as I head home. Along the way, I receive a call from the office. Hank, what's the status of the Golden Sneeze case? Well, first of all, there's the crime scene. There doesn't seem to be any place of entrance. The thief has been very careful. There was an expensive torn-up piece of blue fabric found. It strikes me as odd that an artifact was stolen while there was no visitor signed in at the museum. And then I met that girl. It's no time to talk about your private life, detective. Hear me out, Captain. She blew up a part of a street, and when I got a hold of her, she asked me to give her the Golden Sneeze. Got more than a hunch that she's connected to the case. Well done, detective. This will help the investigation immensely. We've got a lot of people on this case, and I want you to make sure the security at the museum is up to snuff. Tomorrow, you will help Mr. Abrams ensure that not so much as a guppy could sneak in there. Understood? Understood, Captain. I don't like it, but I seem to be the best security expert in the Bureau, so now I'm stuck patching up the museum. Oh well, I don't mind looking at all the stuff they've got. I'll make sure to inspect all of the display cases very carefully. I get home before Mary does. The place is dark, so I stumble to find the light switch. Sometimes it's nice to have the house to yourself. I spoke too soon. Hey Han, I'm home. I brought your in-laws with me. Great to see you back, sweetie. Let me say hi to your parents. Peter, how's life? How's the business? Same as always, Hank, making a lot of steam. No pun intended, of course. Let's just say that we can handle the pressure. Paul, it's so nice to see you. So tea and cookies, everyone? As always, it gets late quickly when Mary's parents are over. In my life, I've never once understood the jokes about terrible in-laws. I've always seemed to get along with mine perfectly well. Granted, I don't have a mother-in-law, but Mary's parents didn't give me the evil eye when I went to pick her up on our first date either. Plus, I love to hear the stories from the robot factory when they were over for tea. It's always a good time. They have a robot factory? What? This is like old times too. Like it's set in a, it's not like the phone that he used was very old fashioned, so yeah. It's yeah, steampunk. Oh, Dronan says, Tomo, stop sending me those spam emails. It's not the same Tomo, Dronan. That Tomo doesn't have an E in the name. I think that's intentionally spelled differently here so that we don't confuse between the two. Or then again, it might be a misdirection. Except maybe that one time when they conspired to steal my cookies. But that was last week, and I got them back in the end. Water under the bridge and all that. Honey, I'm going to show the new doorbell mechanism to Peter. We'll be right back. Being left alone with my father-in-law is still just as awkward though. So I read on the news that you've got some work to do with the Golden Sneeze case, don't you, Hank? Snap, now he started interrogating me. I hate it when my in-laws want to know about my work. Come on, Hank, reverse psychology, you know this. How do you know about that, Paul? Well, I just told you, I read it on the news. Double snap, why can't I be more professional at home? Fine, Paul, let's see who will be interrogating who this evening. I choose my replies carefully if I want to hold my ground. I must. Yes, about that news. A lot happens in the city? A lot happens in the city. Today the Golden Sneeze was stolen, tomorrow it'll be something else. The Golden Sneeze is really something, isn't it? I wonder how much it's worth. Not good. He's not switching topics. Why can't I leave my work at work? Have you seen the museum, by the way? Of course, it's the crime scene. I'm investigating it at the moment. I find it exciting, mystery surrounding the museum. I'm glad you're the one investigating it. Why can't I have a nice cup of tea when I'm on my own home? By the way, are there any suspects in the case yet? You aren't going to let it go, are you, Paul? Anyone who was at the museum? Basically, anyone who's been at the museum recently is a suspect right now. Glad you're so thorough in your work, Hank. You know, when I was your age. Oh no, I've caused Paul to go into a lamenting spree. And so Paul kept talking on and on about work ethics. It's a pretty neat mechanism. I installed it yesterday. So what have you two been up to? Oh, not much. A standard father to son-in-law interrogation. Wait, what? About to save your game. Same old morning. Maybe something special will happen today. Oh, she's there. Abrams, we need to talk. My golden sneeze used to be here. Where is it now? Tomo, the golden sneeze has been stolen. You know that. It's not here. It could be anywhere with anyone. Maybe you took it. Don't kid yourself, Abrams. I could have taken it back whenever I wanted to. Wait a minute. How did you get in here anyway? You left the front door unlocked this morning. I'll be seeing you soon, Abrams. I woke up early this morning and had a quick cup of coffee. The case is bugging me. How did the thief get in unnoticed? There are a few people capable of such a feat. They would have needed to know where security was at all times and strike at the exact moment they weren't looking. There's nothing to be found except a piece of torn fabric. Why would a thief go to so much trouble to sneak in and then fail to keep his or her clothes in one piece? Hey hon, you forgot your hat. Thanks son, I'm gonna need that in... Wait, what time is it? 1/2 late for work? I've been thinking too long. Oh well, I'll write off as working on the case. Besides, the museum is close and it's close to our house anyway. See you later, honey. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. How come? We're never together on work days. I know, but I've suddenly got a couple of days off, so we would have been together if you didn't have to work. I'm sorry, hon. I'm afraid I can't do much about it now. It's okay, I'm gonna go visit Dad and Dad at the robot factory, so I won't be alone, at least. That's a relief, hon. I'm off. Take care. Good morning, Mr. Abrams. How are you Whoa, you don't look good. What happened? Detective, I'm afraid my security needs more work than I thought. This very room, a little girl snuck in and said hi to me before we opened. How did she get in? Left the front door open by accident. Did the girl have gray hair and a blue cape by any chance? How did you know? I didn't, but I do have the hunch that we need to secure this museum as quickly as possible. Mr. Abrams, do you have anyone in place to get your museum up to snuff? I have a couple of handymen and I know someone who can get me some building materials, but I'll have to build a whole new wing to make this place secure. Where are we going to find the equipment to build it? Well, I might know someone. I never thought I'd give real estate advice. So who is this fabled person? Mr. Abrams, do you know any terrible in-law jokes? Detective, I'm a curator, not a comedian, so no, I don't know any terrible in-law jokes. Good, my in-laws make enough terrible jokes already. Mr. Abrams, what brings you to our factory so early in the morning? Paul, we need some equipment to fix the museum. Any suggestions? But of course, walk this way, please. Our newest model here is the Goliath. It can pretty much do anything. Moving large objects, breaking down walls and buildings, building them up again, or even expanding our building, you name it, it does it. You can't go wrong with the Goliath. That sounds like an excellent machine, Mr. Smith, but where am I going to put it after the renovations? Well, we could always just rent it, I guess. That's fine with you. Shall we start on the paperwork? I think we shall, Detective. I'll be right back with you. I'll see you in a bit, Mr. Abrams. The reason I first became a detective is hard to explain. Whenever something is stolen, the thief tries not to leave any clues behind. So the only evidence of change is the stolen thing being gone. Victims try to make peace with their loss, sometimes in vain, and that's where I come in. I used the thief's clues to try to make their crime undone, because in the end, your property should feel as safe as it was before. Lady in a blue dress. Hank, funny meeting you here. And then I found out that my job was far from done. I was just going around with the boys looking at some of the equipment. Gonna make my restaurant extra pretty. As long as you pay for the equipment afterwards, you can look as much as you want. You're no fun, detective. You know what? I will look at more equipment. Thank goodness she got bored quickly. I didn't want to have to deal with her shenanigans this early in the morning. Excuse me, detective. Mr. Abrams, I take it the paperwork went well? Yes, and with the museum being in the news lately, I could stand to make a bit of extra money. Hold on, Abrams, what are you saying? Does this mean that the heist benefited you? What's your part in the whole thing? Did you steal the golden sneeze for your own gain? I better get to the bottom of this. How are you coping? How have you kept the museum afloat since the heist? It's pretty morbid, actually. One heist and suddenly you're in more newspapers than you could ever read in a day. They didn't write nearly as much about me when I paid for an advertisement. So the news was eager to write about you ever since the heist. Good to know. But did it benefit you? Any press is good press, right? Who cares about the news? Any press is good press, right? Even if it's because of a heist. Being a curator sometimes seems eerily close to being a magician, detective. Museum may have its share of trouble, but you can convince an investor you're worth it, you can stay open for years. Thank you for the insight, but that doesn't tell me anything. How has the heist helped you? Investors helped you out, right? So, if I have this straight, the customers don't matter, the investors' money does. I'm so pleased with our investors, at least they can see the big picture and they're keeping the museum afloat. No, Abrams, I can't incriminate you with innocent stuff like that. Oh well, guess I'll have to let this lead slide. Your in-laws are quite the couple, detective. What do you mean? I'm so happy for them, they can work together. I don't know how many couples who could handle that. I have so much trouble entertaining the missus with tales from my work that I don't even bother trying anymore. What about you, detective? Is your partner interested in hearing about how you were punching the bad guys? Excuse me, did I say something wrong? No, Mr. Abrams, I just realized that I did something very stupid this morning. I won't pry, but it's best you fix that then. By the way, detective, I'm heading back to the museum now. Would you like to ride with me? That's an interesting question. If I stay here, I can keep an eye on Sapphira and maybe check on the robots a bit more. But if I go, I can check out the museum a second time and maybe catch Tomo again. Let's go back to town. I love little hats too, Dronan. I also love the ones that are like fascinators. I love fascinators, one of my favorite accessories. Well, thank you, Mr. Abrams. I think I'll take an extra look around the museum while I'm at it. Good, I'll tell the driver to get ready. I'll wait for you to say toodles to your family. And I've gotta go. Yeah, me too. I've got plans with a friend. But before I forget, I wanted to talk to you about something. Can't it wait? I'm in a bit of a hurry. I guess it can. I'll see you in this evening. I don't know, Mr. Abrams, even with that robot, there's still quite a lot to do. The events are opening up access to multiple areas. Maybe walls are really thin. And I think one of your guards wanted money from me a while ago. I know I've been quite busy lately. I wasn't paying enough attention to the state of my security. But we're working on it now, and that's what counts. So, is there anything else you'd like to show me, or shall I point out some things myself? Okay, you lead the way. That's okay, let's take a look at things you wanted to take care of first. Well, if you take a look over here at the ceiling, Mr. Abrams, there's a hole in your trouser leg. Are you serious? I went outside with these. Let me see. You're right. These were my favorite blue pair. Quite expensive even. I hope for your sake that the scrap of clothing from the crime scene doesn't match that hole, Mr. Abrams. If it does, that means you were here when the golden sneeze was stolen. Well, I'm glad we took care of the nooks and crannies in the museum. Thank you, Detective. I feel much safer now that the museum security will be reinforced. You're welcome, Mr. Abrams. Goodbye. I'm glad that as a detective I get to keep the streets safe. Explosion again. Although this part of the street seems to be cursed lately. Me and my big mouth. Tomo, I should have known. Detective, nice to see you. Have you found my sneeze yet? Or do I need to persuade you to work faster? What is that? Is that an explosive? Tomo looks like she might throw that explosive in her hand at any moment. Okay, it is. This isn't good. I need to calm her down and maybe try to get some information out of her. Need to defuse the situation, so to speak. No, Hank, this isn't the time for puns. That's your in-laws' jobs. What should I say to her? Tomo, about the investigation. I'm working on it. Look, Tomo, I know you're upset, but you can't rush police work. I just want to get my sneeze back. This girl keeps going on about that ancient relic being hers. What's that about? Were you there when it was stolen? You care so much about the golden sneeze. Could you tell me where you were when it was stolen? You can bet I was around the museum when it happened. I'm not leaving my sneeze all alone. I've been trying to get my hands on it for a long time. If she was near the museum, she might have seen something or even stolen it herself. Well, I'm glad you could tell me something without blowing anything up again. You're suddenly quiet. Sorry, Detective. When you get to be my age, your timing can be a little off. Age? You're a little girl. What do you mean by that? Means I've got plenty of time. I've got to run, Hank, but I'll see you later. No, wait. And she's gone again. I was heading home when my phone rang. Hank, we've received an anonymous tip that the golden sneeze may be headed to the old Haversham. Given that there's a big black market there, it might be a good spot to check it out. Understood, Captain. I'll take the next train over tonight. And then I suddenly spotted something from the corner of my eye. At the end of the street, I saw a scruffy-looking man holding a package. Excuse me, sir, may I see what you're holding there? It's clearly the golden sneeze, but before I could react... Sorry, buddy, they didn't pay me enough to talk to you. A car with a roaring engine and screeching tires drove by. The thug jumped inside it and escaped. I immediately gave chase. Unfortunately, I couldn't run fast enough or hail a cab in time, so the car got away. If that tip was right, I knew the golden sneeze was headed to the train station. It's time to recruit some reliable backup. Doing normal things. Honey, I've got to talk to you. It's really important. Honey, what's going on? You're making no sense. Well, do you remember how this morning you were free and I went to work and we barely saw each other? Yes? I should have asked you to come along with me. It would have been way more fun. Oh, that's sweet of you to say. But that's not all. I think the golden sneeze is headed for the train station, then to old Haversham this evening. And you thought you'd take me instead of a policeman? Yes, I need someone I can trust and blend in with. Someone who likes to punch bad guys, maybe? Pretty much, yes. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go, now! We arrive well in time for the night train, and we meet up with a pair of friendly faces before leaving. Friendly face, Hank, Mary, I didn't know you guys were taking the night train. Paul, Peter, didn't know you had business in the next town over. There's an investors party over there, so this gorilla wanted to crash it. Peter, have you forgotten the best part already? Strong cider straight from the tap. I'm happy you're setting some good example by taking the train. By the way, can you say hi to Mr. Abrams for me if you see him? He seems to be taking the train tonight as well. Paul, we need to load up your robot. Kids, we'll see you later. I'm not sure it's a good idea for Mr. Abrams to get on this train. How come, Detective? Good to see you, Mr. Abrams. I believe it'd be unwise for you to take this train ride. There's a good chance that the Golden Sneeze is on there, as well as the thief, and he or she may try to harm you. Come on, detective, do you think I'd be scared over a little threat like that? See you at the bistro wagon. Honey, everything okay? The situation just got a bit more dangerous, but it's okay, I can handle it. Not so friendly face. Mary, what are you doing here? Sapphira, just about to go on an epic quest with my hubby. It's great to see you two together for once. I need to get my luggage to my cabin now, but I'll see you later. Take care, you two. See you later, Sapphira. You two know each other? Yes, from Alice's self-defense party. Why? I'm about to get on a train with the perpetrator of a crime, the main victim of a heist, the main suspect of said heist, and my dear family. Also, my wife seems to spend time with an alleged criminal. I just wanted a quiet train ride. Don't worry, my love, I'll protect you. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. It's the critical point of this story. I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, it's my stream's going on for about 2.5 hours now, so I think it's a good enough time to stop. I like the music too. Awesome. So yeah, lots of things going on, and based on my choices I would have gotten clues or not gotten clues. That's an interesting way of doing things. I haven't seen visual novels do that kind of that level of detail before. So yeah, that was Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze. Thanks, Dronan. Thank you for being here. I'm glad I was able to start early this time, so I could be done soon. I need to go take care of a few things right now, so yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So the game we looked at just now is called Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze, and it's by Obsessive Science Games. You can get it at obsessive-science-games.itch.io. It's only $5 right now. Okay. Sorry. So that covers our 167th session. So today we looked at games number 499, Somos by Sprawl, game number 500, Belle by Studio Bean, and 501, Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze by Obsessive Science Games. The music and sound are by Andrew Sitkov and Shapeforms on this stream, and the art, background art and stuff are done by me, and Rifna did the TV overlay and my avatar. You can check out Rifna's Redbubble, Twitter, and Pinterest on the credits panel here. So my next stream, there might be one tomorrow if I have the energy and the time, because I have a lot of preparation to do this week, so may not have time tomorrow, but if I do, I'll be back with some retro games. And if not tomorrow, then Wednesday is our 168th session, and at that time I'll be back with 3 more indie games. So today, the games we looked at, I'm going to paste the links to the all 3 of them in chat if anyone wants to check them out. And I have the links to Rifna's profiles as well. So that's the Pinterest, Redbubble, and Twitter. Rifna also does streaming. You can check out their channel at... just gonna give a shout out here. And also a shout out for Jasmine T, who plays really awesome RPGs on stream. Okay. So I'll see some of you next time. I'm not sure if I'm gonna raid anybody. Maybe I will. I think I will. I'm gonna raid. I'll raid Violacious, who's playing Final Fantasy II. I haven't seen Final Fantasy II in a long time, so that might be fun. Yeah, the shoutouts put the person right in the middle. Yeah, so I'm gonna, my raid message is Hearts of Light and Shadow, shift the balance in your favor. And let's go give a raid to Violacious. Well, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you next time. Y'all stay hydrated, stay safe, get enough rest, stay balanced. I'll see you in my next stream. Bye.